I blame Alonso. I blame Alonso. Even if he wasn't on the pitch in the second half, I blame Alonso. Okay, look, basically, crazy game, weird game, mad game. So this now means that Chelsea have to beat Valencia away from home. That's a must. And also, as I said again, home form has been crap. So got to beat Lille at the crib. But Valencia away, Chelsea needs to find a W away from home against Valencia. But I think this was a crazy game because at 4-1, I think it was all over. At 4-1, it was all over. And literally, in the space of a few seconds, the entire game changed. Because I don't know whether have you ever seen a double yellow card been given to two players at the same time?
I'm still trying to catch my breath, to be honest, bro. Give me a second.
Like, I don't think that's ever been seen, man. But, I mean, look, man. I'll be real with you, man. It is pissing off because it's Chelsea. Okay, look. You'll be playing against eight outfield players, bro. There was enough time to win that game. And yeah, that was a bit of a harsh handball. Even if you look beyond the handball, that was enough. There was enough time. They were playing for 8 men. That's the funny thing. You're playing against 8 men for about 10 minutes or so.
20 minutes.
To 20 minutes. And also, these dudes were still attacking. So not like if this is 8 men who are now the defending, have been behind the ball. These guys, because they're so crazy and they will live and die by their philosophy, they were still attacking with 8 men. They were still committing men forward. They were still putting the ball into the box from a corner, knowing that they were susceptible to a counter-attack. So it was ready-made for you to get... There was enough time to get those 2 flipping G's, man. You know? Yeah, they came close and everything, but you've got to put that ball in the net. Because this would have been a great opportunity to seal the deal. Those 3 points, then boom, can chill. Can just chill. But with Valencia beating Lille 4-1.
4-1. Oh, don't piss me off.
So I'm supposed to say thoughts. Because how do you even analyze and even break this game down? That's the thing, because it was such a weird game. Because like you look at Chelsea being bad from set pieces. You're looking at, because basically before that refereeing decision, let's just admit the Ajax were the better team. You know, although Chelsea played really well in the second half, but Ajax were far more clinical in their play. And they were able to cut open Chelsea at key moments, man.
They actually gassed us of the Aspilicueta goal. Oh,
that's just that's
evil, bro.
That's the sickness of this VAR stuff. Is that I don't care whether you have the right decision. Don't rob people of that instantaneous joy. So all that joy that you had was for nothing. So is that going to keep on happening where you scream, you're happy, jump up and down, it's like, no, sorry. All that joy and everything means jack. Bro, look.
Bro, I'm just mentally drained. Like, god damn. I mean, to break down that game is difficult. But if you look at the first half, while we started off pretty good, Ajax started off amazing. And again, our Achilles heels again, which was set pieces, giving away fouls in sloppy areas. They capitalized, and obviously Ziyech was on a madness today.
That's.
But even before the free kick,
give him that goal, bro. That's not an own goal. Give Ziyech that goal.
But even before that, the cross for the promise goal to make it 2-1, ridiculous.
You see, like that is the one goal that there's nothing you can do for that goal.
You can do
that's just amazing play. Because when stuff is happening that quick and everything, it is almost impossible to be able to anticipate and defend that.
And again, I said it on the stream, and I think people didn't actually realise this until after the game. Very few people realised it, but a large part of why the first game wasn't the game that everybody thought it would be, like today's game, a high-scoring game, a lot of great play, was because there was actually a concert before the match in the first game at Ajax.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the pitch had to be relayed, and it wasn't quite the same quality that we're used to. And now that's why you saw a lot of players slipping on the pitch. It wasn't really the same quality. It was quite a tactical game, but just a very nip and tuck kind of game where it wasn't really a clean flowing game. But this game, I mean, we all expected it to be high scoring and be a lot of chances, but nobody expected this. I mean, 2 goals in the first 3 minutes?
Yeah, crazy.
Like 2 own goals, 2 red cards, disallowed goals, 2 disallowed goals for us. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is just the way that the game ebbed and flowed. I mean, in our best period of the game, obviously once Alonso, the doctor, got taken off himself,
No.
We'll get onto him.
Yes.
But
So,
after we had our best part at the start of that second half, when Zuma went on that run, did the step overs, we were the gas for that moment.
if Zuma had scored that, bro, probably the best central to defend the goal of all time.
All time. No, he's the best centre back of all time. And he scored that 100%. Leicester who?
Van Dijk what?
Nah. I mean, is Van Dijk really that good? Is he really good?
How good is Van Dijk really?
Really?
Chill, guys. Liverpool, chill.
But in our best moment of the game, they went and scored and make it 4-1. And I mean, at that point,
I thought like it's over.
People were mentioning we were going to be getting 7.
Yeah. 5-1, 6. It was going to be that German Walkman from.
But I think we have to talk about the VAR moment, and obviously the first one with the 2 red cards and the penalty. And I mean, first of all, what are you like? Take away your complicated Chelsea bias out of this. What were your thoughts in that moment?
Well, with regards to the decision or the penalty decision,
everything in one, because I've never seen a situation where not only because like there was even the rule before where they've removed double jeopardy in terms of like the last man can't then be given a red card and a penalty, but this was almost triple jeopardy because not only did they give 2 second yellow cards in the same instance, he also then gave a penalty, and it was all strange because the first incident was Blind making a tackle on Tammy Abraham, which was the second yellow card, cool. But then he played advantage, and then I believe it was Hudson-Odoi who then had the shot, and then they hit Veltman's hand.
You see, now that's the key thing, because once you now played advantage, one of those a decision has now been null and void.
Yeah.
Because like once you now play advantage, but although don't referees still, even if they play at advantage and the advantage falls, they can still go back and say, look, I'm still going to book you for that foul that you made.
Yes, but not if it's a second yellow card. Because if it's a player that needs to be sent off, then you can't play advantage. Because what happens if in that same play, then the player who's meant to be sent off technically then goes and let's say assists or even scores a goal for you, then they can't.
So I think so. The referee, you could argue that he flopped in the sense of like, if that was a bookable offense and it's a second yellow card, then you need. But I think it's one of those things of like it was happening so quickly. How would the referee be able to?
See, that's the beauty of VAR. You go back and you look at these things. So again, don't get me wrong. In a moment, I was happy it happened, but as a fan of the game, I don't understand why VAR's there to not correct those decisions. Again, people say, "Oh, VAR's rubbish. It's not good." No, VAR's there for those moments. It's up to the referees to go and decide upon themselves. Okay, now we need to look at it and see what actually happened and really assess the situation, because in no way, shape or form should you be given a yellow card for the foul. You then play advantage, and then another offence happens, which is the yellow.
Another yellow card.
And then you give a penalty. It just like that made no sense whatsoever.
I mean it was because I think technically it's right, but I've never seen that happen in a game. Because technically it's like that's a foul, and that's a foul, that's a yellow, and that's a yellow by the rule of the law. It's just that in the sequence of events, I've never seen that happen where 2 players have been given double yellow cards like that, where advantage has been played.
I mean, you
so that's why it was.
You said it best. When you said as soon as like the foul happens, it's void. At that point, anything out of that point is void. The referee should have really just gone back straight away, given Blind the second yellow card, and then nothing else happens after that point. But we also what actually did happen. The 2 red cards were given out. The penalty was given out. Jorginho scored his second penalty of the game, and at that point, we're like, now we expect to win the game afterwards. We're just hoping we don't get absolutely annihilated at home. So it was. Just the crazy, and the craziness didn't end there. It did not end there. Then obviously reece-james scores to make it 4-3. Then Aspilicueta scored to make it 4-3 after the penalty. Jorginho made it 4-2.
4-2, and then
Aspilicueta then scored
4-3, and then reece-james
then scored to make it 4-4. And then
I thought that as the captain finally did something right for once after being like a loser doing the whole Arthur Balaga thing. But my thing is like.
Oh my word!
I understand these rulings. It hit his arm, but my God, I believe that there is a difference between hand to ball and ball to hand.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's ball to hand, unless the hand, unless it's a ball to hand situation where the hand is really blocking the trajectory of the ball going towards goal. In that way, then that's fine. In that instance, how did the hand really help him to score that goal?
And you know the funny thing about it is, on the replays, it's actually very unclear to see Aspilicueta actually if it hits his arm. But the handball was actually given for Tammy Abraham.
Oh.
And the funny thing about it is, Jorginho has the shot as the ball's coming out towards him, and Tammy Abraham blocks it from going on target with his hand, but it hits him by his side. So now he's being punished for technically saving Ajax from conceding a goal. It doesn't really make any sense. So don't get me wrong, we should have got a penalty technically because Veltman, it's the same situation, his hand by his side. So by no way, shape or form should that even be a yellow card anyways.
Yeah.
But then the fact that now it's been, again, this whole rule, again, I said it when it was first happened with PSG Man United last season in the last 16, I believe it was, in the Champions League. Like, those things should not be given as a penalty or a handball. That should not be a handball.
Yeah.
If you're intentionally trying to handball it, or if you have hands far by your side, then of course I understand that. But if it's by your side, it should not be given at all.
So basically, I mean, just to round things up and everything, I think, basically, I think Ajax, if it was 11v11, Ajax win the
Yeah, they were the better team.
I think no, the Ajax overall were the better team. And I think it goes to what I was even saying in the final score I was saying before. It was the same thing with last season. It's just one of those things. They are much better away from home than they are at home. I think in the knockout stages last season, they won all of their away games, and all of their home games they either drew or they lost. So I think yet again, these guys just can't figure out how to be as good at home as they are away from home. So I just like they played some really good football, and I just thought they were just far more clinical than Chelsea were. And I just think, for Chelsea, something for Lampard to think about. I think something for Lampard to think about. Obviously, they got away with 4-4, but I think that if it ended up being like 4-1 or even 5-1, it really, really brought Chelsea back down to it. Looking forward to Crystal Palace. So, but just seeing how things go with regards to the to how the group looks right now, 3 teams on 7 points. So I think that this just makes those last 2 games now very exciting, because Valencia now know that, man, basically all 3 teams have an amazing chance to not only come through the group but even to win the group as well, because winning the group could really mean that you're missing out on some of those big boys finishing at the top. So do you still believe that Chelsea can get top position, or do you think that Ajax in this game, despite the standings of have got their mojo back, you expect them to beat Lille in the next game? And also they now have Valencia in the night. So are you looking more at Ajax or Valencia, Chelsea? I mean,
I think it's going to come down to the game at the start, and really it's down to Valencia, because if there's any gimme game in this group stage, and to be fair, Lille they've shown a lot of threat in the games that they played so far. Obviously, Oshiman scoring again today. They have got the attacking power to just leak a lot of goals defensively. So they're not necessarily whipping boys, but they are the team that we'd expect teams to be. And Valencia already having now played them, have to now go, obviously play Chelsea at home, which obviously Chelsea generally been a better away from home. And then also now they've got to then go to Ajax and then play Ajax. So we'll see how it works.
But Ajax have always been better.
Exactly, which is why that's going to probably be the most... I think that's going to be the pivotal game. And for Chelsea, you say that going to the Mestalla is a must-win. If we just draw there and then beat Lille, which, again, given our home form isn't really a given, then that technically would put us through.
Basically, I think it could be a point where this is decided by goal difference, where all 3 teams might finish on the same points, or even 2 teams finish on the same points, and it's goal difference.
But then it would go down to goal scored and like the head-to-head between the 2 teams, which again is all skewed right now because Valencia beat Chelsea beat Ajax.
Yeah, everyone is beating everyone.
So it's wild.
All right, guys, look.
But before we do finish, we have to recap some of the amazing moments in today's game, because
also Alonso's flipping trash,
horrendous, bro.
Trash.
For me, probably my favourite or one of the best Champions League games I've ever saw probably was last season. Also affected by VAR was the Man City Tottenham.
Oh yeah. But as I watched right here.
But this game had so many crazy moments. I mean, we can't forget. I mean, first of all, Ziyech's free kick. Ridiculous.
That was obviously that one was just an own goal by Kepa. Like, for the sake of football, give that goal to Ziyech.
The way the ball bounced off the post and
also the way he celebrated.
Don't piss me off. No,
Ziyech,
that was rude.
That's disrespectful.
That was rude.
Have some respect.
Zuma step overs. Love that.
If he had scored that.
Onana save from Batshuayi.
That was the key. See, when Onana made that save, I was like, yeah, Chelsea. Like, that's for me. That save could be crucial for Ajax going through, because that should have been a goal. So, guys, look, man, like the vid, share the vid if you're new. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and on the Patreon in the description box below. We ride.
Semis minimum.
Semis minimum.